And joining us now to assess the impact this strike will have on GM and the ever-changing automotive industry overall, Michelle Krebs is back with us. She's executive analyst at Cox Automotive. Good to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And you say this strike is very different from the one a decade ago. How so?
There are a lot of different ingredients in this one. First of all, we are approaching a downturn. Actually, we have had a little bit of a downturn in auto sales. We could be facing an economic downturn, but we're also on this precipice of a massive transformation of the industry to electric cars, autonomous cars, new mobility services. Nobody knows when that's going to take place, but it's starting to emerge, and automakers are plowing a lot of investment into those future technologies.
It sounds like you think that area that we're in right now, this transition, might make it harder for the two sides to come to a deal.
It does, because General Motors is trying to wring out every penny of profit it can so that it can sustain itself today, but also so it can make investments in the future. And GM's been very aggressive on saying it's going to go into an all-electric future.
And let's face it, they don't know what kind of jobs they're going to need as they go into the future. And that goes for the whole industry, too, by the way.
That's absolutely right. If you go into an electric car plant, it doesn't have as many assembly workers. Yes, there are people that have to put together the battery packs, but nobody knows exactly how many jobs will be needed, and we don't know how well those vehicles will sell yet. It's going to take some time before companies, those proliferate and companies make profits on electric vehicles and autonomous vehicles.
What are your thoughts on the length or possible length of this impasse? They are still talking, but the workers aren't working. They're out on the picket line. So what is your sense of how long this might last?
Maybe I'm being optimistic and hopeful, but I'm hoping it'll be days, not weeks. We'll see. It's hard to know.
When does it start to cut into GM, though? I mean, Phil LeBeau was pointing out the inventory they have on hand at this point.
Well, it's immediately a financial impact, because when you're not producing cars, you're not selling them to your dealers, and you're not bringing in revenue. But there's plenty of inventory on the ground for consumers and at dealerships, so we won't see any impact there for a while. GM has like a 77-day supply of most vehicles, so they're good for now.
Michelle Krebs with Cox Automotive again. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.